Hi guys.
Hey,
How's everybody
Hey,
up?
doing?
I miss y'all.
How are y'all?
I miss my sib so much.
I
So
miss you guys too. This has been like a long time, but guess what? It's like 2 weeks till we'll all be together.
I
lit.
know her. Oh my god, we definitely have to record then. Oh snap! We can
Litty,
do
lit.
ours together. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'd be really fun. I'm looking forward to
Yay!
it.
We won't have
I,
appearances by Ruby or Rosie though.
We
oh,
can call Tristan and just like have her put it at him for a little bit.
I was gonna say we gotta have the
Rosie's
co-host.
eyes keep us calm every week.
Hello.
Yeah. So today we are going to be talking about morality and justice and what it means to be human and what it means to be part of a society. Because that's one of the things I'm like is like the current thing in one of my classes. So I'm gonna ask you guys some scenarios, and then you guys are gonna tell me what you think. Um, I'm like super excited because this is something I've been like thinking about a lot. But I don't know what to think about it. Um, I'm really curious to see what you guys think. All right.
Awesome.
All right. So have you guys heard about the trolley experiment,
Not at all.
Randy?
Nah.
Okay. So Matt, you know what a trolley is though, right? Like a train.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're the conductor of an unstoppable train, unstoppable trolley. And in the train are 5 people. In front of you on the tracks is a solid brick wall that you risk hitting. And if you hit it, everybody in your train is going to die. Or you can divert to the second set of tracks, but there's a man who's currently crossing the track. So if you divert, you're going to kill the man. So you either run into this wall and all 6 of you die, or you divert to the open track and only one person dies.
You
What do
can't
you,
push everybody off the train.
This is horrible.
huh?
You can't push everybody off the train.
You can't. You can't push anybody off the train. You can't stop the train. What do you do?
Somebody has to die.
There has to be a casualty. It's either the 6 or the 5.
Do they have
I'm gonna
background?
stop.
No background. No
Do they have
background. Just
ages?
What's the history?
The
Did they
man
know
on
that
the
they were gonna hit this wall?
track.
Like, did they not get the map?
Did they know the wall
was there? Did they
no, none of that matters right now. None of that
It
matters.
does. It does.
Whose death would be more painful?
I think the Why are we measuring deaths, bro? If we hit the wall, we're gonna die instantly. I feel like. If you hit the man,
I feel like whoever's is made more painful should not die.
No, but it's more painful than one. But
Bruh.
listen, all the
He's gonna like get stuck under the train and be like laying there with his like body parts all over the tracks, just dying.
And then you gotta live with the fact that you killed this man.
No. Well, you killed the 5 people on the train too. I say
but I don't gotta live with that. We all in heaven. We're going early. That's a good point though, because I feel like you don't got if it's the 6 of y'all and y'all's already on this destination and there's a brick wall and we all hit it. It's like nigga, that was just our fate.
Plus, y'all got on the unstoppable train, so y'all was active.
So y'all knew something was gonna happen. Yo, hit the wall for 200.
But then the man
they didn't know. They didn't know what was gonna happen. They did not know what was gonna happen. They got on the train and then you realized that the brakes were broken.
Now the brakes are broken.
That was part of it.
Bro, stop adding context to the story.
I left it out.
I'm going with whoever's death is less painful.
I'm going with whichever one you ain't gotta live with. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the. We gotta hit the wall. We gotta hit the wall. Yeah.
Where you going, Brandon?
Right. So So Kevin, what did you say?
Wait, no, nigga. What did you say?
Nothing.
So I would kill the one person.
Ruby, look.
Of course you would, but
Ruby, look.
I would.
Kevin.
But we're gonna get through the rest of these scenarios, and then you guys get another chance. So, Randy, you said whoever's death was less painful, right?
Yes. You didn't decide, so that don't count.
Whoever suffers the less.
So wait. So if Randy, yours is interesting. So one person's death could be the same as like 6 people's deaths.
If they die immediately, if we die immediately versus that person like dying prolonged, like under the train with their skin burnt off and their fingers is hanging off, like they want to die but they can't die. I think that's worse than 6 people who just die instantly.
Huh.
Quality of life.
Quality of life, quality of death.
So quality of death?
Quality of death.
That's so true. Better. Quality of death is real. When breath is there, it is.
Bro, shoot me in the head. Don't let me drown.
I don't want to suffer. Just let me die. I want to go
quickly.
Okay. So how about
from the behind? So I don't see you coming.
How about this? You are on a ship.
Are you making this stuff up?
No. You're on a ship. I'm debating which one I'm doing next. You're on a ship and your ship gets you get shipwrecked. And you and only 4 people survive. Right? But you're shipwrecked. So now you're out in the middle of the ocean with no chance of survival, and all you got is like a little bit of food for 4 people. So the first 3 days you're rationing the food. And then after
you're in the ocean, you can't eat the fish?
You don't catch the fish. So
why can't you catch them?
That's the part of the game. You can't catch the fish.
Oh,
so
what about the shark?
You can't catch the
Kevin,
fish.
shut up.
So on like the 5th day and you don't have any food, one of you gets sick. And they're sick, and you know that you don't got no medicine, so there's a high possibility that they're gonna die.
They gonna get everybody else sick.
So no, it's not contagious. But the question
is,
do you kill them and eat them so that you can survive?
No.
Gotta kill them and eat them.
Or do you take the chance of just dying yourself or waiting until like help arrives?
I can't get over Ruby's cuteness right now. I'm sorry.
I'm wait it out. If they sick for real, they gonna die. Then you ain't gotta choose.
Yep. There it
you
is.
can survive weeks without food. You on the ocean, so you got water. Wait it out.
I agree. I'm not eating no human body.
So you can't drink salt water. You drink salt water, you dehydrate, and you get sick.
If you ain't got no water, you're gonna die regardless if you eat the person or not, because you can only survive so many hours without water. So you're gonna die regardless. Why you gonna kill them? Food is not water. So either you got bottles of water. We're gonna throw that on there.
We get a lot of water from our food, though.
No, there's no bottles of water, but you know that people are a lot of your bodily composition is water. So when I eat you, I get water.
No, you have to drink their blood, bro.
Even worse.
We're dying.
We're definitely dying.
We're just jumping off. Feed us to the sharks. I'm jumping off. That's what I'm doing.
You can't jump off because you're already in the water.
No, we're in a boat. We're just shipwrecked.
You're jumping in, Randy. You're jumping in.
I thought shipwreck means there is no.
Do y'all really think that if y'all had to like do y'all go over there and watch it then? Do y'all really think that y'all wouldn't eat if y'all starving to death?
Bro, I'm not eating no human. I don't know how to break the skin. No.
You bite it.
Would you bring it?
I feel like I would get to the point and then just stop. Like my insides would kill me. I would die of like.
Bro, you would put it in your mouth?
I feel like if I'm hungry enough, I would like start and then I would just die off because I couldn't process it.
I'm not getting stranded with you.
Ruby Jean, come here. Nah, see, I think that if you're hungry,
kill you.
If you were enough, you'll eat almost anything.
You said what?
Right.
If you're hungry enough, you eat almost anything.
That's what I heard.
I just start.
Well, I'll start with some roaches and some rats, and then
Kevin, you're on a ship. There are no roaches or rats.
Okay, well then there are some animals down there. A sea turtle, something.
Okay, sure. Okay.
I'm not.
All right. So how about this?
What does it even look like?
What does it taste like? Is a better question.
What do people taste like?
No, I don't want to. I want to see what it looks like. Does it look like chicken breast or?
Wait, do you think you get sick if you eat your own flesh?
Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Bro, ain't that like eating other people's flesh?
I don't know. You think you get sick like raw meat?
At least the bloodlines match.
I think.
How do you eat your own flesh? I don't understand.
I think it's like raw meat.
Bro, the hangnail is not your meat.
Like if you like bite your finger off, and then you like chew it and swallow it.
Bro, but that's not the meat though. Is that the meat?
Yes, you have finger.
Don't you have to peel the skin off first?
Kevin, you just eat the whole thing. You eat the whole thing. Kevin, you eat chicken.
What?
You eat chicken?
I do eat chicken when it's cooked. I don't eat it raw.
So you a cooking human?
Would you eat raw chicken?
No, I'm not eating human. I'm. It's a diet restriction.
Would you eat raw chicken?
No, it's a diet restriction.
So you would eat raw chicken?
I'm not eating nothing raw.
Like you just not going to stab a chicken and eat it because you're hungry?
No, I will go eat some lettuce. Some leaves. Go back into the earth, eat some dirt. Give me a couple of ants.
Next question, please.
Ants. Okay. All right. So here's one. And these next two are kind of like, I don't know, these are probably like the bigger ones.
Uh-oh.
So maybe three. So let's say you're in the military and you're over in a third world and like you're somewhere and you're fighting, right? You're not even fighting yet. You're in a village that is overrun by the enemy, right? There's like a big military that's there. So you happen to upon some farmers who are from there. And you know that if you let them go, there's a high chance that they'll go and they'll let the military know, and then all the military will come and then they'll kill you. But you don't have any string or anything to tie them up or any way to incapacitate them. So you have two options. You kill them or you let them go. What do you do?
And they kill.
If you let them go, then the military finds out where you are, and then it's going to be 100 against 4.
Is that a guarantee or is that a possibility?
What?
We can't like talk. We can't like we can't negotiate to them. Like, hey, come join me. You'll live.
You can try, but how do you know that they're not going to keep their? How do you know they're not going to like just say, "Rah rah, get them"?
I mean, there's some situations in all the wars where like you have the random people who save them. Ain't there that story about Jericho and the wall, and he sent the 2 spies and the lady kept them? I ain't killing them. They may hide me when the people come.
But
That's a good book.
Yeah.
What I do?
The spies in Jericho.
It is, but they came back and said they couldn't win because they were outnumbered, and then. Yeah.
Point is that she ain't tell on them. She hid them in the house.
So check it. True story of what happened. Jordan, you want? What do you say? This is actually a true story.
How many people would die if they go back and tell them where we at? Is it a whole village?
4.
You.
It's 4. It's 4 people in the village, and it's four farmers.
What? There's 2 farmers and there's 4 of y'all. Y'all in the military. So like us 4, we're in the military, and we happen upon 2 farmers. So we either kill the farmers and then nobody knows we're there, or we let the farmers go and they might tell the military comes to kill us.
I might have to off the farmers.
I'm gonna figure out what I can bargain.
If it's us four, and if I know for sure they're gonna go back and tell, I gotta off them.
But you don't know for sure.
Nah, bro. I think we got skills. The four of us, we got skills. We can make something work.
Bruh, I'm running.
Where you gonna run to?
Away? What do you mean? We ain't on a deserted island. Farmers, y'all go this way. I'm running the other way.
I'm gonna figure out a way for us to live.
Why ain't you gonna run?
Because they can still tell us, oh, they went due east.
Due east. So this is what actually happened in some story. I don't know if it's a movie, but these it isn't a movie. The farmers they went back. They told them. So then like 3 of the people like died quickly, and then the captain was like he called for backup, and then they sent backup, and then they shot the backup out the sky. So then 16 more people died, and then the captain ended up making it home. So like a total
I think I've seen that movie.
19 people died because he killed 2.
Huh?
You mean tell me them farmers still ain't die?
Yeah, farmers didn't die.
See, this is why I'm trying to negotiate with them.
No,
bro, there is no negotiating.
Something that you want.
There is no negotiating. Yeah, they want you dead. Duh. Because you're the terrorist in the towns. All right, you ready for the last one?
I'm going to try not to kill him as much as possible.
This is the last one. I might think of another one if I can. All right, here it is. Okay, so there's a city. And this city is like the best city on the planet. Nobody's worried. There's no greed. There's no pain. There's no taxes. There's it's like the perfect little city. Nothing goes wrong in this city, right?
Utopia,
yeah. Except in one of the houses in the basement, there's this really small room, and inside this small room, there's a little girl. And she's chained to the room, no sunlight, she's malnourished, she's not educated, it's a terrible life. But if you let her go, the city's destroyed.
So she's like Jesus. She got to suffer for the sake of everybody else.
Sure. Do you
not like Jesus?
Do you let her go?
That's a good comparison, though.
Do you let her go and the city's destroyed, or
destroyed like don't nobody live, or just go to like a normal city?
Normal city. Or do you? No, it's not normal. It's just like it gets really bad.
Like Sodom and Gomorrah bad.
Yeah, like Sodom and Gomorrah bad. So it gets bad. Or do you let her stay? Do you let her stay? And the city stays a utopia.
See, the Lord's gonna reward her in her next life because of her suffering.
No, for real, he really will. I gotta let her stay.
Not reward her in her next life.
He will.
The reward is eternal.
Baby Jesus, the Lord is going. That could have been Jesus number 2. That the Lord was just saving her to heal all our worries.
Y'all are wrong.
He sent his own son.
I'm gonna turn my eye and not even see it. No, I'm not looking.
So wait, so what do y'all do?
Never want to make no decision. That's your problem.
So what do y'all do?
The girl wasn't down there.
Oh yeah, because ignorant is bliss.
So you acting like she not down there, bub?
I didn't know she was there.
But you know now.
That's even worse.
No, I don't.
Like you don't know. Like stick your head in the sand.
No, I'm not acting. I'm serious. Y'all gonna kill her just straight up. At least I forgot.
She's already there.
She's living. Her reward is just going to be in the heavenly place.
So you gonna intentionally go and offer? At least I got heart, and I'm gonna say what happens while you're by yourself happens.
You're a clown. She's not gonna die. She just has to like stay there and like suffer.
She can suffer.
That is wrong. It's a little kid. You have no heart.
We all suffer. We all suffer.
Baby Jesus, bro. Jesus died of pain.
We suffer in Wales. She's
reference. That's my point.
Her whole city is thriving because of her suffering. She is suffering well.
Suffering well. Suffering well at all. She probably doesn't.
The Lord is gonna bless her for her sacrifice.
I'm a visitor and pray for her well-being, her soul eternally.
Oh, so you're gonna?
I'm gonna give her one of my.
The fact that you're free in front of her, and so she has to see that you're horrible.
Kevin, you're not even letting her go. You just gonna act like she's not down there.
Act like she's not even there. That's rude.
Better than no, bro. That's wrong. That you're gonna flaunt your freedom in front of somebody. That's like
she's gonna be a martyr. She gonna
our city people go to the jail and pray
animals for is locked up. What?
Our city gonna be named after her. Her picture.
You don't believe in the prison ministry, huh? That's funny.
What you say?
You don't believe in the prison ministry, huh?
Those people chose. This girl ain't choose. It's
Some
different.
people didn't have a choice. Some people are in there like not. What is it called? They're in there what? Innocent?
Because they not guilty?
Yeah, that.
Brandon, what are you going to do?
Brandon gonna let her suffer.
For sure.
So I think, so when I think of all these situations, and there's one more. So I think, so I would let her stay. But then I'll condition everything at the end. Everything I'll say, I'm a condition at the end.
You can't do that.
I can't.
We didn't get that.
Yeah.
You would let her stay locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So all y'all can just live these perfect lives. I think we need to all suffer together.
Gomorrah got burnt up. They didn't suffer. They just died, Kevin.
Bro, you said it was a utopia. That means everybody living these like golden lives. We could all live bronze so that this girl can be.
It doesn't go bronze. It goes.
It's not bronze. Flame. You go from utopia to black, burnt to the ground, fire and brimstone.
Bro, there's an in between.
No, it's not.
Not in this scenario.
So what you gonna do?
Listen.
He already said he's leaving her down there for the brand.
I'm going to the moon. I'm not even standing on utopia. I must want to leave all of y'all together.
Stupid. You're stupid. That's what you.
I'm dead serious.
He don't want to make decisions.
Right.
You should never be in politics.
I'm making decisions. I'm just.
Couldn't be in politics.
Girl, that's why I want financial aid.
No decision. Give everybody the money.
Shut down.
Pay them out.
I want to help everybody. Come to me because I want to help you.
Everybody get money.
Everybody.
All right, here we go. Last scenario. Okay, and this is
Rosie don't like this.
Rosie can't believe y'all just poured out.
Okay. Here we go. Last scenario. This one is from a movie. So if you've seen this movie, you'll know the scenario.
Well, can you tell us the movie first?
Okay. So in this movie, so a guy is a terrorist and he's hidden 4 bombs in somewhere in the United States. Okay. So he turns himself in and you have to figure out, well, you have a couple of options. Do you torture him to figure out where the bombs are, or do you not torture him because it's inhumane?
Torture him, right? He's a terrorist. Torture.
Technically, legally, that we can. So,
bro,
because it's legal, you can torture him. Now you're okay with it, Kevin.
As long as we're not killing him, because I don't believe.
Bro, he's trying to kill people. Torture him. Don't waterboard. I'm heavily against waterboarding.
Killing people because we are not Jesus. But
waterboarding when they put it over your head and pour water on you, ain't it?
It's just like us getting whoopings. We gotta whip it until somebody tells
what?
It's not wrong.
That's not torture, bro.
You did not. You cannot.
Whoopings are not torture.
He said speak for yourself.
What are they?
Torture is like when they sit you in a room and they don't give you food or water for like a week, bruh.
Okay.
He said speak for yourself.
Yeah, I don't think those we've been tortured, bro.
That's not
I don't think
torture.
we've been tortured.
You said what, Kevin?
Kevin, I think torturing is definitely relative.
Okay, sitting on the can with your butt on the can, that ain't torture.
Kevin, you didn't do that. You did not do that.
It's the point. It's the point.
Yeah, I don't think you did that either, but
or having to go get your own switch. Is that not torture? You're torturing the child. I don't know what it is.
Torture him. If that's torture, definitely torture him. Make him go get all his switches and whoop him until he tell you. And sit on cans until he tell you.
So what if he never tells you? How far are you willing to go?
How far are you willing to go? If he had kids, would you torture the kids to get him to talk?
No.
No,
don't bring the kids into it.
Yeah, that no.
What about his wife?
No.
Don't bring his.
Is she accomplished?
Might be accomplished.
She might know where it's at too.
She might be accomplished.
I think you try to scare him, but you don't actually do it.
Yeah, you can threaten them.
But you don't have to bring a
you put an empty gun up to their hand, but don't have no bullets.
Play Russian roulette.
But don't have no bullets.
Jordan, that could really happen.
No bullets.
With no bullets.
With blank. Russian roulette with blank.
But
no, you don't kill him, but you just trying to scare him.
You can't play Russian roulette without bullets. That defeats the purpose.
Well,
you play with a blank. You're just trying to scare him. Duh.
So if you knew that threatening the kids or doing something to the kids could get them to talk, you still wouldn't do nothing to the kids?
You threaten him. You don't actually do it.
Why?
Can you like cut off their toe? Is that like enough, or you gotta do like mass like torture?
That's what I'm saying. You have to sever a toe or a foot.
I mean, you can take a toe, put it in a bag, and put it back on. You do it young enough, and they don't remember. It's like circumcision. You do it young enough, they're not gonna remember.
Bro, what if they're grown?
That's different. You'll do it when you're grown.
I think leave the kids
out of it unless the kids are the guaranteed only way to get it out of them. Then you do whatever is least painful for the child, but also gets you what you want.
That's what's up, Randy. We know your measure.
It's the only way you're gonna save all the people. I make the tough decision.
I think
what do you say you do, Randy?
That touches his heart, then maybe he'll have a change of heart.
You gonna have a conversation, Kevin, and all the people gonna die because these are time bombs.
You
gotta go find the family and then get them to the place where you at, and then try to sever a foot to put it in the bag.
I'm trying. I don't know what you're doing. You having a conversation.
No,
Kevin, everyone's gonna die if they're left to your decision making.
Right?
It's gonna be all natural causes, though.
Is that natural causes? Somebody blew you up?
That can be avoided. Thank you, Juice.
Brandon, what are you doing?
By killing someone.
Bro, Jesus had to die for us, so I think.
And Jesus was a special someone, and I don't think
there are martyrs who die every day for freedom.
I don't know.
Martyrs
walking around here trying to get on no cross.
There, people die all the time for their religion.
And the thieves, and a crown of thorns on his head, and being beaten. It was like he died twice.
So, in all these cases, and if you can't hear me good, let me know. Because she's like so tired. It's ridiculous. Here, look at him.
Cozy.
Tell him you're tired. Tell him you're tired. See, I'm tired.
You just want to have a party.
You just want to see us.
We almost done.
So in all these scenarios, there's it's a group versus an individual, right? And I think that I'm like the type of person who I think that when it comes to public policies, decisions should be made for the best interest of the group, even at the expense of the individual.
The individual or the minority?
That's a big difference.
The minority, yeah. The minority.
What?
For the minority.
That doesn't make sense. So you would kill the minority for the majority?
Would I kill the minority for the majority?
That's what
I wouldn't. But I think that as like societies have to work. Societies have to work to where they would sacrifice the minority for the majority. I think also like I would never do that. But I think that societies should operate that way, because if they don't, then they're left to morality, and deciding, you know, what matters to people. And people are so different and diverse that matter that it's gonna boil down to it's still gonna boil down to like a majority and a minority, because people have different values. So like Christianity might govern our thoughts, but what if we're not Christian? You know, should public policies be made that support Christian views or Christian ideologies or Christian values when everyone's not Christian? It makes more sense that you just use something that is more common to everybody, i.e. like numbers, right?
So do you, I can go into that one, but it's okay.
But then I think it's like society. I think that's how society should operate. But I think that like if I had to choose between killing 5 people and killing 1, and I had to choose, I would choose the killing the 1, because it's a tough decision. It's not like it would be a happy decision, but I think that the group outweighs the individual. And I think that it's a sobering thought, but I think that's the only right thought, because I mean, there's a lose-lose. Which one do you lose less, right? And I think that I take my morality out of it. I think one thing I resolved is like, my morality isn't more important than your life, right? I'm not going to say that, you know, I need to be able to sleep easy tonight. So in order to sleep easy tonight, I don't make the decision. But
that's what you're doing anyway. By saying that you rather kill the 1 person than the 5, it's solely because of the fact of like you want to be able to sleep well with, I made the best decision for majority of the people than just the 1.
It is.
It doesn't help me sleep. It doesn't help me sleep, because I really would kill the 1 over the 5. I mean, that to me, you don't sacrifice the 1. It doesn't do me any good.
I think it's a constant thing.
Huh? What'd you say, Randy?
You said because you still can't sleep at night because you kill somebody.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night either way. But I can't put my morality above your life. Like if I can't say.
But you did though. You put your morality over that 1 person.
You had to kill somebody regardless. You ain't got no morals.
Bro, you didn't. You could have closed your eyes.
Somebody's still gonna die.
Bro, I didn't do it though.
What? But you knew it was gonna happen.
No.
You know it's gonna happen, but you close your eyes. So
that we just ascend after we hit the thing. So
you got Kevin, who does not want to make a decision. Brandon, who's going to kill the individual, and
mine is all about who suffers less.
You're about who suffers
less. I'm all about
so Jordan, because I'm literally thinking about how like our society is. And if everything was done based off of the benefits of the majority versus the minority, like trash.
Everything is based on the majority.
Rando.
That's the way it is now. I don't think you realize it, but that's the way it is now. All it takes is a 51% vote for something to be passed as law. Like it is based on the majority.
Your representative is chosen by the majority in that.
Majority.
Definitely majority.
bro. And I'm always,
we don't have a society that's dictated by morality anymore.
Like, huh?
That's a communist society.
What?
One that's dictated on morality.
Exactly. When you decide what the values are before,
but that's the thing, though. Our society is so blurred. We use morality when it's convenient. Hi, Sissy. I'm glad you agree with your uncle. We use morality when it's convenient for us, and then we choose not to.
Yeah,
it's not convenient to us.
We use morality when the morality.
But I feel like morality. It all depends on what morality you're looking at. But I think I think you should think of those less, like the minority, more than you think of the majority. So that would be like, I feel like the more moral thing to do. Like, yeah, for the most of us, this is best, but we have to think about that one person. So.
Well, bro, that's because of the fact that like we pick and choose which ones we want to deal with. Like the moral standard we choose, like, oh, this one's convenient.
What is it? So what would you say is the moral standard? So is the moral standard the individual, or is the moral standard the majority?
I was going to just ask that question. I think two different moralities. Is there a morality for the individual, and is there a different morality for the group? And I insist that there are two moralities. That for me, the right thing for me to do as an individual would be to protect individual rights. But the right thing for the society to do would be to protect the society at the expense of the individual.
I disagree. I don't think the morality of the society is to protect the society as much as it is to protect the individual.
I think it's important to protect the individual too.
Yeah.
I don't think society can go based off of protecting the individual. Because I mean, you just think about all the rights that we have as individuals and how that leads to just thinking about like gun control. So like we have a right to bear arms. Think about all the mass shootings. If we just protected the individual, then that individual would get off because that like we're protecting that individual. The deceased people are already gone, so they don't matter. Now it's only about protecting that individual. So as a society, do we care about the individual at that point, or do we care about the larger society who's now at danger because of this one individual? I think you have to care about the larger society.
But I think we do care about the individual because not only do we protect the people who want to own guns, who do the violence, but we also protect those who then protect themselves from the people who have the guns. And then we got the police officers. So I think we're trying to care about everybody.
Seriously.
But if you had to pick, which in all these scenarios, who do you protect? You protect society.
Bro, I've been a minority all my life, so I'm going with, for real. Right now, I'm feeling like I'm going with the minority. However, yeah, from that standpoint, like I think about being a minority, I'm looking out for the minorities.
You know what's interesting? Like that idea is just like if you become the majority, then what? You don't matter anymore.
You still only look out for the minority.
Bro, if I go back to Africa, I'm still gonna be looking out for the Africans.
Why though? You're the majority now. You now have to look out for the white people because they're the minority. So you're not about majority versus minority. You're just about your own culture.
The individual.
I'm about the individual. That's the reason why I'm for
minority. It's only about the minority. So it's only about minorities because you're a minority.
From my viewpoint.
So if you weren't the minority, you then wouldn't care about minorities.
I don't know that because I've never been the majority.
Selfish. You are.
Wow.
You said I'm selfish?
So harsh, Rita.
That is selfish.
It's not selfish because I'm looking out for every other one.
Only because you're one, though. Yeah, I'm only looking out for females because I'm a female. What?
I mean, that is kind of.
But I think you have to have a place of reference though, or a starting point. And so, I mean, I don't think men wake up and be like, "Oh, I want to protect women because they're women." I think there's a reason why they want to protect women.
Good question.
I think that this is all good conversation. And I think that you have to continue the conversations because it helps you understand who you are, and what you believe. Tell them what you believe. This is fun. I could do this all the time. I'm only up to chapter 4, so I'm pretty sure that as more of these scenarios come up, I'll be forwarding them to you guys so we can continue to talk about them. Regardless, what is justice? You know, because I think part of suffering is like extending grace and mercy. But before we can really talk about grace and mercy, we have to talk about what is justice. You know, an eye for an eye. What is that eye for an eye? What is that tooth for a tooth? What does it look like? You know.
Sounds good. So,
to be continued.
Absolutely, to be continued. For the sake of Rosalie, I think it's a good time to break.
Bye, Rosie.
Love you, and we hope that you have a wonderful night.
Bye, Rosie.
Get some rest, sissy.
Say good night. Good night.
Night, Rosie.
Give him a smile. Give him a hearty 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 smile. Smile. Let's smile. Is that a little?
That is too cute.
So close.
Really close.
I love y'all.
All right, love y'all too. Be easy. Say now, bye.